Wait a minute. What are you doing here? Didn't you read the title? It says part 2. Do you know what that means? It means that you have to watch part 1 in order to understand this part. Because in my first part, I had many disclaimers at the beginning of the video and I do not want to repeat them, so listen closely. Click off this video if you did not watch part 1 yet and then come back to part 2. No entrance for people who haven't watched part 1 yet. No entrance, no. Sorry, you're not getting in here.
But you did? Okay, come in here. You're welcome. Enjoy the video. So last one, my really good character spot is at place 23, and it is Heath Burns. He is probably, to you, the most annoying character ever. I know, he can be really annoying, but it's the same thing with Manny. He's like this necessary boy that is like so stereotypical. He's actually pretty unlikable for many people, and you probably hate him, but I don't know, he's still kind of cute, okay? And yeah, I think he's also featured in many movies and episodes, like literally nearly in every movie and episode. So he's just, you just need Heath. Like, a Monster High movie does not feel right if it doesn't have the like annoying, always on flames Heath. And I just, I especially in Scaris, I think this is the best movie for him, because when he's also at the fashion show at the end, I still want that Heath fashion doll again. Somebody please make it. And how he lights stuff on fire. I mean, sometimes he does not light the right stuff on fire, but for example, when he and Deuce rescued and Claude rescued the ghouls in Scaris for his catacombs, and he's like burning stuff. I think that's really cool. Let's move on to my amazing, iconic character spot. So all of the characters that I'm about to mention now are amazing and iconic, as I just said. So I love each and every one of them so much. These are like the top of the top, the creme de la creme. I'm going to mention the best 22 monster characters in my opinion right now. Spot 22 takes, I love her so much. It's Rochelle Goyle. First of all, she's so pretty. She's a pretty interesting character because the first time she appeared in Monster High was in Friday Night Frights, and she was first part of the Gargoyle team, but then she transitioned into Monster High, so this is really cool. At spot 21 we have Twyla. Twyla is a character that even survived the reboot, because I think that her reboot doll does not look that bad, and even her character in I think Electrified, I found her really cool. So even in Electrified, she survived the reboot massacre, and that's so that to me this a aspect that she has a really strong character. And I just love that she's just so down to earth and always hiding in the shadows, but she's still so friendly to everyone. I love that so much about her. In spot 20 we have Laguna Blue. Yes, she is one of the main characters, and she's like my least favorite out of the main, because I don't, again, the relationship between Gil and Laguna, I don't really get it. I know sweet and salt water, but like, I just think that she's also, sometimes she's like so strong and confident, but other times she's so whiny. I mean, I like that she has this very, she has many layers of her character, so this is really interesting. She's an interesting character. I'm literally staring into nothing right now. I don't know, sometimes I have just this void inside my brain. Number 18 we have 19 it is. 19 is Howleen Wolf, the little sister from Claude, Claudia, and Claudine. She is amazing. I think many younger siblings can relate to her. I think that many people can relate to her, and back then I actually wanted to be her, so she's a really great character. She's also get featured in many episodes and movies, especially 13 Wishes. She's so cool in that movie, and I just love how she always wants to find her spot in the family, how she wants to find her style, her aesthetic and everything. I just think that she's a really good character that we really need. Spot 18 takes Claude. Pauline's big brother, Claudia's little brother. He is the boyfriend from Draculaura, and I love their relationship so much. I mean, sometimes they really exaggerate his wolf behavior when he's like howling and scratching and eating literally like a wolf. But I think that this is so cool. And I just love that Draculaura and Claude are together, that they are in a relationship because like he's like this big guy that loves meat and is like a wolf, and she's like this cute little vampire that is like a vegetarian, and oh, that is so cool. And yeah, he's a really, again, I just love the, I think they are called Mansters, like the boy Monster High students are called Mansters. I love the Mansters in general, and he's so cool. I think he's my third or fourth favorite boy. Yeah, we will get to this soon. Okay, now let's get to spot number 17. 17 gets to Gulia Yelps. Gulia Yelps. She does not speak one single time. She does not say a word, because she's a zombie, and sometimes she has this translator in the episodes, but anyway, I mean, the ghouls can understand her. She's the smartest ghoul around. I mean, without her, they would be all dead, because Freaky Fusion, like, she figured this whole time travel thing out, and then in Buyok Buyok, she literally saved everyone from getting destroyed by Astronova's comet. So, thank you, Gulia. And she is also just so likable that she's like this nerdy comic book lover. We know so much about her. She has such a great character. Spot 16 goes to my favorite villain, no, my second favorite villain ever, and this is Nephra Denial, the big sister of Cleo. Many of you will hate her because she is like evil and not likable. Too many of you, but my girl Nephra, I think that she's like not that really evil. I mean, okay, yeah, she tried to set up. She actually is quite evil, but that makes a good villain, because she has reasonable motivation. Because first she's like very freaking old. She's like an Egyptian princess. So I would also love to see how she lived like back then when Monster High wasn't there. Also with all of the Monster High students that are like really old, for example, also Cleo and also Draculaura, like they're so old. I would just love to hear their story. Like we got to know a little bit of Draculaura's in like Fred's Camera Actions and also Ghoul's Rule, but I would love to see there's my cat, a really good background story. Company. My cat wants to join the video. Okay, at spot. Come, Mitzi, come. Come, Penny. She's come. Come on, here, come. Meets. Yeah, her. Okay. She's gonna join us now. Oh my god, look how fluffy she is. She's like 17 years old. We don't really know how old she is because she was a stray cat, but look at how much she loves me. This is a good relationship. Oh my god. I just love you so much. Okay, spot number... Where are we? Okay, now we are at spot number 15. Oh my god. And this is perfect that I'm holding a cat right now because the next one is going to... That was close. She nearly decapitated me. Why are you screaming? You hurt me. Okay. This behavior fits perfectly to our next character because at spot 15 we have Toralei Stripe, and she behaves exactly like my cat. She okay, Toralei is very mean and very unlikable, but she has been around since the start. What is your problem? You just yeeted yourself. I didn't yeet you, you yeeted you. I love having conversations with my cat. As you can tell, I love cats, and this is why all of the weird cats are in the very good, amazing iconics, but except for Melody and Persephone because I didn't talk. But Toralei is a really cool character, and I think that the movie Great Scary Reef was actually the best one for her, because in every movie she's really annoying and everything, but in the movie Great Scary Reef we actually get to see that she, even though the main characters and Toralei hate each other, still in Great Scary Reef really wanted friends, and you could really see that at the end she even became close friends with them, and I think it is so cool. And I think it was actually a good ending to Toralei's character, that in Great Scary Reef she finally like got her friends. I mean, because I think deep down that is what she really was. It's not to take over the school. I think deep down she really wants to have some honest friends, and she's just such a dramatic character as well, because in her backstory we got to see that she was like an orphan, she was a stray cat, just like my cat. She was a stray cat, and she also had to steal milk, and this is the reason why she was sent into prison. And I think that this backstory and everything and where she comes from really justifies her actions and why she is the way she is. So I think that she is actually a really dramatic character. So, spot number 14. Now I can see the hate comments raining down right now, because this is probably the most, I think the following character is the character that you all have at your number 1. But she's only at my number 14, but I love her so much. She was my first doll ever, and this is Draculaura! This was your time to write a hate comment about that now. Okay. So the reason why why Draculaura is only at place 14 is because there are 13 other characters that I just like a little bit more. Just a little bit. I love Draculaura a lot. There are now 70 characters that are worse than Draculaura. But only 14 that are better than her, if that makes any sense. Again, what I'm trying to say is that I love Draculaura a lot. But still, she's not my top favorite because, again, personal preference. Sometimes I just find her a little bit too annoying. I mean, this is her character, and I think we need this type of girly girl that's like pink and everything, and is like how very sensitive, and she's not shy, but she's like this girl, you know? Like, anyway, Draculaura spot 14. 13 goes to, oh god, this is so perfectly. Which monster character do you associate with the number 13? Catty Noir! Yes, she is 13! I think in the episodes we get to see a lot of her. I just love the idea that she's this pop star that wants to be a normal ghoul and just wants to be a normal ghoul. And in Booyog she finally, I think she has such a dramatic character that she wants to find real love, and she just wants to live, and I think that this is so inspiring actually. Her music is so great as well. She is so nice and everyone and does nothing wrong, but she still is this tragic character, so she has this like also dark sides and in her, and I think this is really dramatic and cool. I just love this about her. Number 12 we have Luna Matthews. I know. We only got to see her a little bit, but I think in a little bit of screen time that she had in Booyog Booyog in the movie, like this little screen time already made me fall in love with her so much, and I think that I can identify with her the most out of every character. This is why she is at spot 12, because she wants to be like an actor or a singer. She, again, already said it in my other video that she just wants to be in a spotlight because she's like a moth, and moths like the light. She likes the spotlight, so this is a really cool idea. And she also tries everything to achieve her goals. For example, she works at this pizza shop like as a little pizza mascot, and she wears this like big pizza and hands out flyers, and then she's also a waitress at the Comet Gala. So she literally is so determined. She really does everything to achieve her dream, and at the end, when they are getting Catty's voice back, she also sings, and then she is in a spotlight finally. She is just such an amazing person. I think I would not be her friend, I would actually really be her. So Luna, I love you so much. Okay, now comes a very controversial pick, which is my number 11. It's a ghoul that most of you would say that this is not right that I put her there, but at my number 11 is Catherine Deneuve. I know, she has, the main reason why she is so high is because I just love her look so much. She still has a cool character, so in the movies we never get to see her at all, except for scares and some background scenes, but she is not like involved in the action. But in the episodes we actually get to know some of her character, and she's a very shy ghoul. She is in the art club, and she's also very welcoming and very friendly, but she's also very insecure, and she's just not really confident. And I like it about her that she is this shy ghoul, because we have now we have 3 major Veracats. I'm not including Melody and Persephone. We have Toralei, Catherine and Catty. 3 cats, but all of them are so completely different. First we have Catherine, who is like very shy and likes the arts. Then we have Catty Noir, who just really who's just not in harmony with herself, who is this big pop star, and she's like, with her, she's not shy, so that's like the total opposite of Catherine. And everyone likes her, everyone also likes Catherine. Then we have Toralei, who's like a total binge, who dislikes everyone and everyone dislikes her, and she's very mean. So we have 3 really different kind of cats. We have this nice cat, we have this very popular cat that you just gotta love, we have the cat that you just hate. So Catherine, I love you, I'm sorry you will hate me for that, but I just she's just so beautiful. Okay, spot number 10, my top 10, guys. Now we are going to do my top 10 favorite Monster High characters. Number 10 takes Operetta. I know, many don't like her. Many people really don't like Operetta, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because she's not the best team player. She's like the perfect only child. So I grew up as an only child as well, and I love the fact that she's like the daughter of the fandom of the opera. First of all, who comes up with this idea? This is just so brilliant, and also that she lives most of the time in the catacombs and just love the catacombs. And then she also has this duet with Johnny Spirit. There we have him again. I just love their dynamic so much. Like, oh my god, I ship them so much. And also she's a really good roller skater, and how she got convinced to be a roller skater, like on the skating team. I think that this was really cool as well. Of course, yeah, she's not the biggest team player. This is why she's not super likable, and this is why she's not at spot number 1. She's like this cool southern girl, and like on the outside she's like really strong and everything. Actually she is also kind of mean on the inside, but I like that about her. Like, we need these characters, and I just find her so cool. Like, I think she's like this really cool rebel, and I would want to be friends with her. Okay, now at spot 9 we have Rebecca Steam. Oh my god, she is so cool. I love her so much. First of all, the story, how she got built by Hezekiah Steam and then got destroyed by this other roller skating team. I think these were gargoyles. And then how Gulya put her together. Like the story is just so cool and dramatic, because how they built her, and then these little wheels start to spin. Like, oh my god, I just love it so much. And she's also really friendly, and she's just amazing. You just gotta love Rebecca. There's just nothing wrong with her. She's just perfect. She's not perfect, and this is what makes her special, because it was just, again, the movie Friday Night Frights, where she had her first entrance, was just so epic. Like, it was an epic movie. Okay, now my second favorite monster. At spot number 8 we have Deuce, my boy Deuce. His relationship with Cleo was probably my top favorite, and I just love that he's not this typical guy, that he is just like, that he is not like Manny, or sometimes really insecure, and I like that about him. Especially in the movie Booyah, we get really to see that he's like very not self-confident, that he's not really confident, and also has really a lot of the times doubts that he is good enough for Cleo. I just think because on the outside he seems so strong and tough, but on the inside he's like, and I think that this is so cool. And I also love his powers, like when he takes his, that he's like the son of Medusa. Like, who comes up with this idea? This is so cool. And that when he takes his glasses off, then I just love all the time when like special things happen. I just love it when monsters use their powers, and he has such cool powers, like turning people and things into stone. Like, this is so cool. There are just only a few monsters at Monster High, but he's one of the few ones that actually we really got to explore his character. So this is really cool, like throughout the whole episodes and movies. I think this is really cool. Okay, spot number 7 goes to Gina Fire. I just want to look like Gina Fire right now, okay? First of all, her powers that she can... She is so cool. We get to see her in some movies, in not in Fred's Convention, in Freaky Fusion and Scares of course, and also many episodes. I think that I love that she also, there's also one that is very keen on her traditions. We have this like Chinese culture. I think this is so cool, because the idea of a dragon, like who does not want to be a freaking dragon? Like, I would like, she's like a role model. Like, if ever a monster, I think I would look up to her, because she's just her whole atmosphere, how she walks and talks, is just so elegant, and you just gotta love Gina Fire. I mean, even her name, Gina Fire Long, it is just whoo. And that she's also, I think there was one episode, I don't know what it is called, but then where she was with the boys, and then she taught them that like being strong does not always solve the problem. I think they were trying to get something, and then it was like in the sewer, and then they didn't know how to get it, and then she was just like smart, and like she pulled something that like water went down, then it came up. I don't know, she's just also like a very smart ghoul and teaches other ghoul stuff, so I just love her so much. Okay, now we come to like the best of the best. Spot number 6 goes to Cleo the Nile. Yes, Cleo. I love Cleo. Many don't like her. As a child, I didn't like her at all as well, but rewatching literally every episode and every movie, she's actually also a really tragic character, because she's always in the shadow of her big sister Nephra. We get to see that a lot of in the movies, in the episodes. She has always the pressure from her dad, and it's just so sad because she wants to be treated like a diva, but she is actually not really that diva in school. Like, not everyone loves her, and how she just always thinks that she's like the best and everything. I think this is actually really funny, and I love that about her. But what is also really cool that she wants to seem tough and diva-like on the outside, but then on the inside she's actually so soft and helps everyone. So you can always rely on Cleo, and I just love that so much. Like, in the end, she's just such an amazing ghoul that I love. Okay, spot number 5 goes to our girl. Without her, none of this would have started. Number 5 goes to Frankenstein! I found her very annoying. Actually, when I was younger, same thing with Cleo, but now I can just really understand her, and I just love that she is the ghoul that actually drives every story forward. I just love that she is always rebelling against traditions, that she does not like traditions, and that she just wants everyone to accept themselves and that everyone accepts each other. She just always has such a cool message in every movie and episode. She's just so inspiring, and she's only like 15 days old. I mean, now she's like, I think now she is 10 years old because she was like married in 2010, so she's actually not 10 years. Oh my god, she got old. That means Colleen is actually 25 now. Okay, spot number 4 goes to, you just gotta love this school. She is perfect, and this is Abby Bannable. I think with her attitude, how she just behaves, she is just so cool. Everyone saves everyone's asses, literally, in every movie and episode when there's trouble or danger. She and Julia are the ones that make sure everyone survives. And I just love her powers, that she's able to produce ice and snow, and she's just so cool and direct, and I love that about her so much. You just gotta love Abby. Okay, now it's a little confusing because we now get to spot number 3. But, and now here comes already. Number 3 and 2 are actually the same person. Oh my god, who could that be? So number 3 and 2 are one person, but like not really. You know what I mean. It is number 2/3 is Jackson Jekyll, aka Hold Tight. Okay, you know what, really? I still don't have any Jackson dolls, any Hold Tight dolls, and it's sad. Let's get realistic. As I already told you, I love it when monster characters actually have powers and can use them. And what I love more is when people or monster are able to transform into something else, like when Andy can transform into the Beast, or in the reboot version, how Claudine can transform into a wolf, or also Sylvie Timberwolf, or how Draculaura can turn into a bat after Fred's camera action. I love that idea. I just love that idea so much, and that they didn't notice this like until they got to Monster High, because I think I found it really confusing that we never got to explore like why he was standing there. We just know that he is Heath's cousin, but obviously Heath didn't know about that he is also Hold. So like in the beginning they have like completely different characters. Like Jackson's like this nerd that is like a normie, and Hold is like bam, motherfucker! I just love that so much that he also transforms when he listens to music. This is just such a cool idea. So I just love them, okay? And now number 1. Guys, number 1? Do we even have to mention her? I mean, of course, my number 1, my favorite character forever will be Claudine Wolf! I love her so much. When I remember seeing the first Monster High commercial ever in 2010 when I was like 8 or 9 years old. I fell in love with her right away. I love werewolves so much. I always wanted to be a werewolf. I was that kid in primary school that always acted like she was a werewolf. And hi, I was the weird kid in school. I still am. So her character is just so great because she is so honest and just so lovable. She is also so pretty. She's just also so loyal, but she still has some very big flaws. For example, when there's the moon, and she, like this episode in volume 1, when there's like this moon and she's dancing, like, as a child I watched this episode like literally 500 times a day. I just love the idea that she transforms like a little bit. This is the only thing that I love about a reboot, that she can actually turn into a wolf, because imagine like the old Claudine actually transforming into a wolf. I think it would be so cool. I just love that so much. And like her whole style, her aesthetic, just the vibe that she gives, it's just like, she's like, I just love Claudine so much. She is just, I have known this character now since 10 years, and she has just been with me. I mean, I have always had Monster High doll Claudines in my room, so I am seeing her every day. I'm like thinking about her every day since 10 years, so she's like a friend to me, a really good friend. I love her so much. I truly love her by my heart. So guys, that's it with the video. Here you have my whole list, and now I'm gonna show you my Monster High tier ranking list so that it gets a little bit clearer to you what the frick I'm talking about. So here we have okay, great, there's now this, okay. Here we have on the top the amazing iconic characters, you see, all of the ones that I just mentioned. Then we have the really good characters right here. Then we have the good characters. So these are all characters that I absolutely love. And then we have the characters that I don't really like at the unnecessary, unlikable, and unlikable / too little screen time. So there is everyone. Guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll post many more Monster High videos in the future, so make sure to stay tuned for that. I hope you liked my list. Please make sure to leave your list down below, because my list is not the right list. I love you guys so much. I wish I could hug you right now. Guys, I'm gonna hug you. Hi, I'm hugging you right now. Oh my god, hi. Oh my god, you are so soft. Oh my god, I love your hair. Oh my god, your hair looks so cool today. I also love what you are wearing. Oh my god, you're so pretty today. Okay guys, love you, bye.